Hello everyone, welcome to MVP Vishwakosha. Today we are discussing about 17th July 2025 current affairs. In that first point, that is a milestone, that is 10-year celebration of Skill India mission. That is actually Skill India mission launched on 15th July 2015. That is World's Youth Skills Day. Okay, that is completed its first decade, referred as Kaushal Ka Dastak. That is Union Minister Jayant Chowdhury announced that over 6 crore people have been trained under the mission since its launch, and also some key schemes include Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana and NAPS and JSS, all consolidated into the new Skill India program 2022-26 from February 2025. Some notable achievement that PMKVY alone trained over 1.64 crore youth, with the female trainees accounting for 45% and significant representation from SC, ST and OBC groups. More than 14,500 ITIs have been enhanced via reform in quality and governance, and also improvement in job readiness and college student readiness rose from 34% in 2014 to over 51% in 2020. Very important, and some of the reforms and focus areas in this is a new national skill development and entrepreneurship policy, and also it set to reform skill training for the next decade with global standards and skill registry and global taxonomy alignment, and also 60,000 crore IT revamp scheme. Okay, and also apprenticeship reforms, and also Skill India digital hub, and also some recent Skill India related news, that is World Youth Skill Day, that is July 2025 celebration, a week long celebration. Okay, across skill center. Okay, next is about that is AI and green skill focus, that is Ministry of Electronics and IT. Okay, free AI training to 5.6 lakh common service centers operators, and also broader trends, that is Kaushal somewhat dialogue engaged 50 trained youth and ministries, and all. Very important, that is recent 10 years that completion of celebration, that is Skill India mission, very important, good mission. Next incident, that is recent escalation between Israel and Syria involving a major incidents, in July. Okay, including background context that sectarian clashes erupted in southern Syria, particularly in Druze majority province. Okay, and between Druze militants and Sunni Bedouini tribes, and all. Very important that violence escalated, and all. And also that extrajudicial killings, and Syrian government force deployed troops from 14 to 16 July. Okay, before agreeing to ceasefire that led to their withdrawal on 16 July. And also Israeli airstrikes and all. Okay, launched multiple airstrikes. Okay, and also warnings to the Syrian regime to withdraw forces from that region. Okay, very important. And also, why did Israel intervene? Because justify the duty to protect that Druze community, okay, which share strong cultural and familial ties with the Druze citizens in Israel. It demanded creation of demilitarized zone south of Damascus. Okay, and also Israeli leaders, including Prime Minister and warned further. That is painful blows. Okay, if Syrian force re-entered that place, very important, and that is the international reaction that U.S. State Department condemned. And also, Jordan, Egypt, and Iraq strongly condemned the strikes as violation of Syrian sovereignty and regional stability. Okay, very important. That is about recent, that is Israel evolving posture in response to Syria's internal instability. Next is about recent that Prime Minister's professorship initiative under the Anusandhan National Research Foundation. That is Anusandhan Research Foundation Act 2023. That recent act came into effect in December 2023, announced inaugural governing board meeting of the INRF chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And also it is main core goal of that was to mentor faculty and build research capacity of state university and low research institution, pairing them with the retired scientist, professor, practice, and industry professionals from top-ranked institutions like IITs and national labs, and all. Very important. What it offers means fellowships, okay, 30 lakh per year, and research grant 24 lakh per year, institutional overhead 1 lakh per year, and tenure up to 5 years subject to periodic performance, and eligibility retired scientists from leading institution, industry experts or professors or practice, and NRIs, POs, and OCIs with strong research identicals, and full time relocation to host university required. Very important. And that pair, that is partnership, accelerated innovation and research and strategic contest also. very important, that ANRF Act 2023, and that is about a new education policy 2020. And this PM professorship scheme addresses the critical challenges, very important. And governing board meeting that in recent officially approved professorship scheme along with the launch of pair and MA. Okay, very important. Next is about that is recent that Prime Minister's professorship scheme. Next is about recent news, that is BIMSTEC Ports Conclave. That is second BIMSTEC Ports Conclave held in Visakhapatnam. Okay, highlighting the major outcomes. That is India hosted the second edition of the BIMSTEC Ports Conclave in Visakhapatnam under the theme Navigating the Future Blue Economy, Innovation and Sustainable Partnership, bringing together ministerial delegation, port authorities, maritime expert, private sector leaders, and academia from all 7 BIMSTEC member states. Very important, you should know about all the BIMSTEC member states. And also the conclave fostered collaboration, port-led industries, digital integration, cruise tourism, and skill development aligned with the Neighborhood First and Vision 2020 partisan policy. Okay, and also ports and infrastructure upgrades, some project worth 276 crore, and of oil refinery berth and RFID enabled gate system, new port operating system, vessel traffic management systems, and all. And also policy and institutional initiative, BIMSTEC agreement on maritime transport cooperation, BIMSTEC sustainable maritime transport center, and also focus and panel discussion, inter-regional trade, port-linked industrial zones and cruise tourism, digital port service, and industry academia partnership, and also green shipping sustainability, very important. And also regional connectivity, that is Kaladan corridor, very important, catalyzing Bay of Bengal port connectivity and regional trade flows, and also strategic significance, that is Bay of Bengal countries via port-centric connectivity and neighborhood first and Act East policy strategies, and also operationalization of AMTC and plans, BIMSTEC centers excellence, and all. Okay, and also some ratification of implementation of AMTCs and accelerating operational significant across ports in the region, and also sustainable maritime transport centers and Kaldan model project, very important, and port-led infrastructure. Okay, that is about recent BIMSTEC port conclave. Next recent news, that is about America Alaska earthquake 7.3, often rounded to 7.4 earthquake in southern Alaska. The earthquake struck at the 12:37 p.m. Okay, that is 4:37 p.m. Indian Standard Time. That is about 54 miles south of Sandpoint, Alaska, at shallow depth. Okay, 9 to 12 meter, 15 to 19 kilometer. Okay, it is registered 7 point magnitude, 7.3 part seismic cluster. This was the fifth magnitude 7 plus tremor in this region. Okay, since 2020. Some tsunami warning and coastal response is required. Right, was issued in the southern Alaska Peninsula, and also downgraded on advisory, fully cancelled around all that area. Okay, and minimal observed wave heights and all. Okay, impact aftershock, that standpoint with items falling off shelves and shaking experience, right? Important seismic contest, very important. The ring of fire area and magnitude, all that 7.3 quake of Sandow Point, very important. Okay, that is about recent Alaska earthquake and tsunami alert. Okay, next is about recent Patriot missile air defense system. Okay, and that Patriot air defense system, that is actually NATO Supreme Allied Commander Europe General Alex confirmed that preparation are under deploy additional US-made Patriot batteries to Ukraine as swiftly as possible. Okay, in response to escalating Russian missile strikes, systems are already en route. Okay, that President Donald Trump reaffirmed US support, announcing that these systems will be funded by European allies. Okay, including Germany, with Germany reportedly planning to transfer up to 2 additional Patriot batteries. Okay, Ukraine currently operates 6 to 8 Patriot batteries, and very important, that is actually US Army sharply increasing purchase of Patriot interceptors. It plans to acquire over 13,700 on that interceptors. Okay, for financial year 2026. Okay, that is international development, regional deployment. Germany is actively negotiating to purchase Patriot system from the US. Okay, and also United Arab Emirates and Switzerland are part of European Sky Shield initiative. And also Germany has deployed 2 Patriot batteries in Poland also. Very important. That is Patriot, that missiles, that system is very important. Okay, for exam perspective. So that is about recent news. That is Patriot missile air defense system. Next point that is about uh, next point is about that is India's recent milestone in clean energy, reaching 50% of installed power capacity. Okay, along with the broader context that India hits 50% of India's installed electricity capacity. That is 42.8 gigawatt out of total 484.8 gigawatt comes from non-fossil fuel sources. Okay, very important that 184.6 gigawatt renewable, 49.4 gigawatt large hydro, and 8.82 gigawatt from nuclear. This milestone reached 5 years ahead of India's 2030 target under the Paris Agreement Sustainable Development Goals. And what is behind the achievement that solar and wind installation? And added 28 gigawatt in 2024 and another 16.3 gigawatt between January and May 2025. High usage government schemes as PM Kusum, PM Suryagar, Muft Bijli Yojana, and National Wind Solar Hybrid Policy and all. And also strong push for green manufacturing, including solar module factories in Gujarat, solar parks, Reliance Giga Complex, and all. Very important. Despite 50% installed capacity, only around 22 to 24% of electricity generation in 2024-25 came from renewables. Coal still accounted for 70% of actual electricity. The disparity arises due to the renewables intermittency and grid integration challenge. Very important. Some challenges, right? Grid bottlenecks and energy storage gaps and continued rise in coal production. Very important. Okay. That is about recent India successfully hit its 50% of non-fossil fuel capacity milestone. Very important. Next is about that is Cabo Delgado. That study finds that 4 proposed liquefied natural gas projects in Cabo Delgado region could use at least 17% of world's remaining carbon budget. Okay. Cabo Delgado has been a site insurgency since 2017. Okay, that is in June 2025 that Human Rights Watch documented at least 120 children abandoned by Islamic State linked militants. Okay, who forces them in labor frontline roles or marriage. Kidnapping occurred amid resurgent. Very important rising violence, displacement, humanitarian crises, and security efforts in the regional response, and all impact of economy that projects that LNG and investment risk is there. Right, that is very important. Next point that is about Satyajit race. Incident that is ancestral home in Bangladesh. Okay, that is Bangladesh historical significant building once associated with the race family. Mensing, okay, was being demolished in July 25. That is very important that this triggered that strong reaction in India, especially from West Bengal and chief ministers, and who called the move heartbreaking, and from the national government, which offered financial and technical help to preserve the structure and convert in museum. Very important. Bangladesh government also response historical verification denied any familial or historical connection between the building and their family. Okay. And cultural political reaction. Indian government expressed a profound regret. Okay, opposition figures in India also, including all that welcomes PM Modi's gesture to that preserving shared heritage. Very important public sentiment on celebrities. All that is very important. Okay, that is about recent that Satyajit Ray's house. Okay. Mm. Next, last news that is about Kumaraswami Kamaraj, 123rd birth anniversary. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on social media lauded Kamaraj's leadership during India's formative years and his strong commitment to social justice. And also, Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge also paid respectful homage, celebrating Kamaraj as a freedom fighter and visionary behind the midday meal scheme. Okay, state level events in Tamil Nadu, Chennai tribute all that. Okay, educational initiative across southern Tamil Nadu and all. Kamaraj is very important. That July 15, 1903, Tamil Nadu. Kamaraj's humble beginnings in early activism. Okay, inspired by the Jallianwala massacre, led him into freedom movement. He helped advance India's education system, also introducing free schooling and pioneering midday meal scheme. He served chief minister of Madras state also. Okay, and also in 19 he influenced that Kamaraj plan and okay. That is also in the honored Bharat Ratna in 1976. Okay, very important that about Kamaraj and Kamaraj plan and Kamaraj's birth anniversary history perspective very important. Thank you. That's about 17 July 2025. current affairs. Thank you. Support me for further videos so that I can analyze all the topics required for UPSC and all competitive exams. Thank you.